Well, hi, my name is Shanique and I am with Revolt. First things first, I have to say congratulations on what I'm sure is a dream come true for you. And so what I first like to say is I love that Bel-Air it's oddly familiar, but it's totally brand new, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what new insight do you hope fans of the original series, new and old, gain from this perspective of Bel-Air?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the idea of taking the spirit of the characters that we know and love in the sitcom and grounding them through a modern lens, we're able to really peel back the layers and have, really deep, sometimes uncomfortable conversations. And I think that's important. I think it's important to not dodge the touchy subjects, you know what I mean? And so through our show and through the format of adapting, our show as a 60-minute drama, it really allows us to go deep into some incredibly uncomfortable conversations and see these characters in a completely new light. So
Yeah, and speaking of uncomfortable conversations, I love that it explores that fight, right? That we always sing about in the original theme song. But
mhm.
tell me, I've only screened 3 episodes so far, and already I'm like, whoa, they are really taking it there. Why is it important for us to see Black storytelling in this way?
Yeah, I mean, it's important for us to tell these stories with honesty, I mean, and fearlessly. We've got to be the people to tell our own stories in my mind, you know what I mean? And so with that, it's all about showing the Black experience in a way that isn't singular, because our existence isn't a singular idea, you know what I mean? It's like that. So you think of like Will and Carlton, right? Like two young Black men the same age, come from completely different, lifestyles and in a different culture within their own right, coming together, and what that means, right? Carlton being 16 years old but growing up in Bel-Air, around mostly white people, right? And Will growing up in West Philadelphia, where it's extremely Black, like that community, right? And so when those two forces collide, like what are the conversations that come out of it, and what are the perspectives that they have just due to their experience, you know what I mean? Carlton can't help where he's from, Will can't help where he's from, and so we get to see how their upbringings inform their worldview and what they learn from each other ultimately.
Absolutely. And without giving too much away, I've just been floored. But I was like, woo, y'all are coming out of the gate swinging. But I
Yeah,
love it. I love it.
thank
And
you.
just lastly, overall, what has been the most memorable experience of this journey, bringing, like I mentioned, this dream project to fruition?
Most memorable, there's so many. When we were on, we started the shoot actually in Philly, and I remember the very first scene we shot, we were on 60th and Market Street in West Philadelphia, and just remembering the love of that community, really rallying around our project and coming up to us and just being a part of what we're doing. It's like that's why I do this. Like that's why I pick up a camera, is to build culture, you know what I mean, and to connect with people, at the most basic human level, and just the love that that community showed for us. And I just remember Jabari, knowing this guy's life's about to change forever. And the fact that he just stepped into this role with just so much confidence from the very first take, just looking in his eyes, knowing like this kid's a star. And I'm just so excited to see how bright he shines, how bright this entire cast and crew shine, through the work that we made. But, being in West Philadelphia and really starting there, was something I'll never forget. And I forever have gratitude for that community for opening their arms to us.
Yeah, and I, for one, as someone from Virginia, was completely floored to see my mater, VCU. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, like y'all know VCU,
Yep.
and the Iverson jersey, being from Virginia. So just those little connections. Like I said, phenomenal job. I can't wait to see the rest of the series, and just hats off to you.
Oh, thank you so much. That really means a lot. And I appreciate you taking the time to watch. It really means the world to me. Thank you.
Of course, you're welcome. Have a good one.
You too. Take care.
All
Nice,
right,
nice to meet you. Okay.
nice meeting you.